How we get from this tech support nerd to punching through chest.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Listen, I've watched a lot of character transformations in superhero media, but our justice-seeking everyday citizen, Hughie Campbell's journey hits different. We're about to break down how this anxiety-ridden electronics store employee becomes someone who literally teleports naked through combat zones.
Your dick's out.
And here's what fascinates me. Every single violent, chaotic moment in Hughie's story comes back to one thing, what he desperately wants.
Can I think about it?
First, it's revenge for his murdered girlfriend. Then it's love with his new superhero girlfriend. Then it's the power of having his own superpowers through an addictive substance that temporarily gives normal people abilities. And finally, just to feel like he's enough.
And that is the God's honest truth.
Okay, we need to talk about something that personally shocks me to my core every single time I rewatch this show. Why is Hughie always covered in blood?
I don't know.
Like, this man is a magnet for other people's bodily fluids.
Please don't say that in this context.
And honestly, it's the perfect visual metaphor for his entire journey.
Feels good. Feels right.
It starts with his girlfriend's Robin's blood, and I'm not being dramatic when I say this scene still is a jump scare for me. One second he's holding his girlfriend's hands, talking about not besmirching the name of Billy Joel. The next he's literally just holding her hands while the rest of her is on him. And that blood never really washes off, does it?
Robin!
What Hughie wants at this moment is so simple it hurts. He just wants his girlfriend back. But what he gets instead is a lifetime membership of the traumatized and covered in gore club. Every time the blood splatters on him after this, an Invincible superhero's explosion, the soup's landlord, that well incident, don't even get me started.
You alright?
It's like the universe is reminding him that this is life now.
Jesus.
He wanted justice, but justice in the boys' world means getting really, really messy.
Not one goddamn win.
Let me paint you the full picture of how we got here, because Hughie's girlfriend's death isn't just tragic, it's absurdly cosmically unfair.
I gotta live with that for the rest of my life.
Here's Hughie probably thinking about what to watch on TV that night, maybe planning their next date, and then A-Train.
I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop. I can't stop.
The superhero who's supposed to save people literally runs through his girlfriend while high on Compound V,
What the hell is Compound V?
a drug that gives permanent superpowers, or in the case of A-Train, who already has powers, a little boost. And you know what really gets me, what makes my blood boil every time?
I don't really know.
It's not just the death, it's the aftermath. A-Train's half-hearted my bad apology, mega superhero corporation Vought offering him $45,000 like Robin was a damaged car. This is when we see what Hughie really wants transformed in real time.
How?
He doesn't want money, he doesn't even want an apology anymore, he wants someone, anyone to acknowledge that Robin mattered, that her life meant something beyond a PR problem for Vought. When anti-hero and leader of the boys, Billy Butcher, shows up,
I heard what happened to Robin.
Hughie doesn't join the boys, the underground vigilante group trying to take down corrupt superheroes, because he's brave or because he believes in the cause. He joins because what he wants has evolved from getting Robin back to making sure her death means something. And honestly, that motivation is way more relatable than any superhero origin story I've seen.
I'm Hughie, by the way.
Annie.
This relationship, you guys, it starts as a manipulation and becomes the most genuine thing in the entire messed up universe, and I have feelings about it.
I didn't know that.
Initially, what Hughie wants from Starlight, the newest member of the Seven, is simple: information.
When you put it like that.
She's his way into the Seven, the elite superhero team that is composed of corporate-sponsored, morally bankrupt superpower individuals. But here's where it gets complicated and beautiful and frustrating all at once. He actually falls for her, like legitimately falls for her while actively lying to her face, and the cognitive dissonance nearly breaks him.
I would like to retract that statement.
What gets me is watching Hughie realize that what he really wants shifts completely when it comes to Starlight, aka Annie. First, he wants to use her, then he wants to protect her, then, and this is where the Tim V arc gets painful, he wants to be worthy of her.
I just want to take our time, do this right.
By season 3, when he's teleporting around naked trying to be the superhero, and yes, the teleportation makes his clothes fall off.
What?
Which Starlight definitely notices and is not impressed, by the way.
What?
What he really wants is the one to be doing the saving for once. She's literally standing there like, Hughie, what are you doing? While he's naked and insisting he's helping. And I get it, I really do. But buddy, your girlfriend chews literal life from her hands. Maybe it's okay to be the one who needs saving sometimes.
I don't need you to save me, Hughie. I need you.
The relationship between Hughie and A-Train is genuinely one of the most complex arcs I've ever seen, and it all comes down to what Hughie wants, evolving throughout the series. Season 1, Hughie wants A-Train dead.
Yeah.
Period. This is the man who accidentally killed his girlfriend, who barely apologized, and who represents the corporation inherent in the Supes. He doesn't care about the consequences of his actions. But then something weird happens. They keep saving each other. A-Train saves Hughie from Homelander, a psychotic leader of the Seven. He gets Compound V for Hughie's dying dad. And suddenly what Hughie wants isn't revenge anymore.
I don't want to spend the rest of my life hating anybody.
There's this moment when A-Train genuinely apologizes, like really apologizes, and you can see Hughie's brain short-circuiting because what he wanted for so long was for A-Train to suffer.
Yes.
But what he actually needed was for someone to acknowledge that his girlfriend's death mattered, that she wasn't just collateral damage.
You owe me.
When Hughie accepts apology, when he lets go of the rage, it's not because he's weak, it's because what he wants has matured from revenge to something harder, peace. And honestly, that takes way more strength than throwing a punch ever could.
I was gonna tell you to go f yourself, but I changed my mind.
Let's talk about Temp V, because this is where Hughie's wants become dangerously tangible, and I have thoughts.
Okay, confession time.
Compound V, as we discussed, gives people permanent superpowers, while Temp V is the drug that temporarily gives superpowers to the user.
Hold on, can you repeat it again just a little bit slower because
For 3 seasons, Hughie's been the normal guy, the one who needs protecting, the one covered in other people's blood, while everyone else does the fighting.
You're irritating, but yes.
So when Temp V, which temporarily gives him teleportation powers, offers him actual abilities, of course he takes it.
I want to try some.
What he wants is so clear, to not be helpless anymore. But here's what makes me want to shake him. It's never really about the powers, is it?
What? What are you talking about?
When he's teleporting around, punching through bad guys, finally being the bad, he's still the same insecure Hughie underneath. What he actually wants isn't to be powerful, it's to feel powerful. There's a difference, and the show makes the distinction brilliantly.
I really think it's awesome.
The moment that breaks my heart is when he realizes the V is killing him, and Annie tells him she never needed him to be a suit, she needed him to be Hughie.
Tell me what?
That Temp V is fatal. If you shot up anymore, you'd probably be dead right now.
In that final confrontation with Soldier Boy, this psychotic super soldier who's basically a walking nuclear bomb, the whole world is at stake.
Yay.
When Hughie chooses to support Annie's powers instead of taking more Temp V, that's him finally understanding that what he wants to matter, to contribute, to be enough, was always within reach, he just couldn't see it. Hughie Campbell's transformation from that terrified guy in the electronics store to someone who voluntarily faces down Homelander isn't about becoming a hero. It's about a normal person navigating an absolutely insane world and somehow maintaining his humanity when everything pushes him to abandon it.
Now all I have is this. This. Which is really f***ing depressing, but it's true.
What Hughie wants evolves from revenge to justice, from power to purpose, from being the hero to being himself.
I tried.
And maybe that's why his journey resonates so much. In a show full of corrupted supes and brutal vigilantes, Hughie reminds us that strength isn't about laser eyes or super speed. Sometimes it's just about getting back up when you're covered in blood, again,
Every single thing you say is so gross.
and choosing to keep fighting for what matters. Thank you for watching. I've been your host, Stephanie Williams, and honestly, after breaking down Hughie's journey, I need to go lie down and process some feelings.
That was a lot.
But you can watch all 4 seasons of The Boys on Prime Video.